There's no end to the games and manipulation a narcissist will play when they want to cheat. When the kids turned 3, DB started working at a local ski resort, and his coworkers were all young and single. They would work on the slopes all day, then go drink and smoke weed. DB fell into this lifestyle and started resenting his domestic life. He started off complaining that the kids were becoming more and more work. Pretty soon he was back to being abusive, rageful, drunk, and absent. I was sorry that I had given him a second chance when he had that final, violent, scary rage that made me go, I'm done. Shortly after that, we agreed to get a divorce. That was a surprise to me because DB never agreed to a split before. We started a do-your-own-divorce class. We only went to one session, and he didn't follow through. I still continued my plan to leave, and he didn't try to stop me. It took a month for my apartment to open up, and I spent my time shopping and planning my exit. I prepared myself mentally and spent my last weeks saying goodbye to our cabin in the woods. I was packing away a box of cookware and bathroom items in the shed when DB says to me, "Don't spend too much money in case you come back." I thought, screw you, I'm never coming back here. But I didn't say anything out loud. I was figuratively chewing my leg off to get out of there. I couldn't wait. I was counting the days until I could move. Then DB had an accident at work. He was a ski lift operator and got hit in the head with a snowboard that caused a concussion. He had to have surgery to fuse the bone in his temple. I went to the hospital to see him after his surgery. When I left, I met some of his coworkers at the elevator, 2 guys and a girl. The girl asked for my permission to see him, and I thought, that was polite, and went on my way. I was so angry about the accident that I started smoking. I was this close, but I delayed my departure a month to take care of DB. DB was a horrible patient. He was hostile, he was hateful, and he was totally ungrateful. And if I was anxious to get out before, I was double anxious now. As soon as he recovered, I moved out and into my own apartment. The first week I went to get the kids from his house, I noticed a coffee maker on the counter of his kitchen. He didn't drink coffee. In fact, hated it. He had always ridiculed my coffee habit. I could see through the open bedroom door that there was a feminine bedspread on the bed. I would soon learn that the girl at the elevator had moved in, probably the same day I moved out. I eventually came to realize that all those rages, all that mistreatment and anger and acting out was him trying to get me to move out. He wanted me out, and when he had his accident and I delayed my departure, it infuriated him as much as it infuriated me, just long enough to get his affair out of his system. That's why DB was so hostile when I stayed. I delayed her moving in. But he was too much of a shit to tell me that he was screwing around. I would have happily stepped aside and let her take care of him. If he had just been honest, it would have been easier for everyone. But he wanted to play games instead. I think I surprised him by not saying anything about the coffee maker and the bedspread. My guess is that he wanted me to be jealous, and I disappointed him. He thought I was so dumb I didn't notice. The truth was, I didn't care. As far as I was concerned, he was no longer my problem. Or so I thought. But it gets better. A month or so later he calls, telling me to come home. He had planned to get me to move out until he was done playing with his girlfriend. Then he thought he was going to whistle, and I'd come running back. The joke was on him, though. Once I got out, trained elephants couldn't drag me back there. For as cheap as he was, he didn't mind me spending thousands of dollars to move out just so he could do whatever he wanted to for a short time. I'm not mad about the cheating because I'm too busy being mad about the manipulation. What a freaking waste of time and energy. I'm guessing that the whole reason he kept her from me is so that he could play the victim, because that's exactly what he did from the moment I told him no. So why do you think he kept her from me? Originally, it looked like he wanted to triangulate us, but then when he thought I didn't notice, he didn't correct my impression. And then when he called in to get me back and I told him, no, you cheated, he denied it. So what do you think was going on there? Please drop a comment. I hope you got something from this video. If you could please give me a like, it would really help my channel. Thanks for watching and have a great day.